Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, wassalatu wassalamu ala Nabiyyina Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. This lesson talks about prerequisites for obligate fasting. Like Allah Azza wa Jalla obligate fasting with us, but not all people will fast. Some people have to fast, some people have the permission not to fast, some people cannot fast or shouldn't fast. So we have 4 things. If they are found in a person, he has to fast. First one, to be a Muslim. So non-Muslims are not obligated to fast because it will not be accepted from them. Okay. Second one, puberty. Young people like 7 years, 8 years, 5 years, it's not obligation to fast. Maybe we can train them 4 hours, 5 hours, 3 hours, but it's not obligated. But when they are adults, they have to fast. But how we know they are adults? Like adults doesn't mean 18 years or 21 years or this. It has some signs. Signs in Islam, in the Sharia. First, semen come out of the boy while he is sleeping. Like this come almost at the age of around 10, 11, 12, maximum 15. Around from 10 to 15, this semen come out of him while sleeping. It means semen. Huh? What? Prerequisites to obligate fasting. We said that there is some condition. If it's fulfilled in someone, he has to fast. First one, to be a Muslim. Second one, to be adult. And how we know he is adult? By one of these signs. One of them, semen come out of the boy while he is sleeping. Number 2, thick hair around the front private part. Thick hair around the front private part. Number 3, if, for example, he has some hormone problem, this one doesn't happen for him. So when he reach 15 from Hijri years, Muharram, Safar, Rabi' Awwal, Rabi' Thani, 15 years from this Hijri years, not from January, February. There is difference 11 days between these. So in 15 by 11 is almost about half year difference. And number 4, this for women, only for women, which is the period. The blood come of them or the menstruation. So if one of these happen, this person become adult. Anything he is doing, Allah Azza wa Jalla will ask him. Sometimes we treat some people, they are 14, 15 as kids. But 2 years ago, they become adults and Allah will ask them, but we treat them as kids. No, kids. Huh? Huh?
It doesn't have to be 15. It can be maybe already in that.
Yes, maybe someone become like baligh or mature at the age of 12 or the age of 11. And in girls, it come more than, like younger than boys. Like maybe a boy reached 14. Girls 10, 12, she like period come. So from that moment, he or she, Allah will ask him about everything. Every detail is happening, Allah will ask. It's written now. But before, he was not asked about anything. When this happened, it is asked. So it is flexible from environment to environment, society to society, country to country, person to person. There is no line. So when we say 18, like if someone 17 years and a half, Allah will ask him when becoming. No, there is a sign happen. Before the sign, no asking. After the sign, asking him. Okay? So maturity, Islam, and sin. To have mind. If someone is crazy or someone is doing things like dumb, he doesn't understand what's happening, he is not obligated to fast Ramadan. And number 4, ability. And we'll explain this ability now. Any question till now? These is prerequisites to obligate fasting. They are 4. Islam, maturity, sinning, and ability. Okay? Now, we are talking about ability and disability. Let's assume that all people are able to fast, except a group of people who are disabled to fast. They have some problem to fast. And we can divide them to two types: permanent disability and temporary disability. What I mean by permanent: someone is old, 18 years old, 80 years old, 90 years old. He cannot fast, and in the future he cannot fast. He cannot fast again. Even he is living for 10 years, he cannot fast. Okay. Someone has permanent disease, like for example diabetes, a degree or type of diabetes. He has to take the insulin, let's say every 4 hours, or he has to eat something or take some medicine every 4 hours. He has to drink water every 2 hours, like some pressure, heart problems, kidney problem, whatever the disease. I'm not saying a specific one, but I'm saying someone has a disease, he cannot fast. He has to take some medicine or some water or some food periodically, otherwise he may be dying. Okay? This permanent disability. In that case, he has to not to fast. He cannot fast. Haram to fast. Haram to fast. Okay? So we said that old persons, old man or woman who cannot fast, in that case, they will not fast. And permanent diseases, he cannot fast. Like we said, it is diabetes, heart problems, kidney problems, they cannot fast. So these persons cannot fast now, cannot fast in the future. What they should do? Feed a miskin. What is miskin, by the way? We said that before. What is a miskin? What's miskin?
Someone
Who has but not enough.
not enough.
So means that when I say feed a miskin, it means poor and miskin both together. When I say poor, it is just who doesn't have. But miskin, it means poor and miskin both together in the same word. Okay? So if someone has permanent disability to fast, he will feed a miskin. He will feed a miskin. Each day he is not fasting, he feed as a compensation one miskin. What to feed that miskin? What is the thing he should feed him? It should be food, yes, but what type of food? Are you eating it? Yes. Like no, your main meal is that.
Same meal I eat.
Usually you eat rice and meat, you give him rice and meat. Usually you are poor man, you just eat, let's say, rice without meat, you give rice without meat. Whatever you are eating, you are giving from that. Okay? How to feed them? Two things. You invite him and give food, so he eat, or you give him the food and he cook it and eat. But can I give him food, money? For example, I say food, it is difficult. I give someone 100 euro for 10 days. This one, he takes the 100 euro and let's say he go to kids area or go to play or do something. So you didn't do kafar, you have to do it again.
Yeah, but I have a question. But
Wait, I just said.
If you buy food with it, then it's okay.
Because you make sure he eat, because the kafara is eating. Question?
yeah, the question is that if he cannot able to provide the food, what will be the other choice?
How he cannot provide the food?
For example, the miskin don't have like or something, don't have some food or something. Is there any other compensation?
You didn't get my point. You cannot fast.
Yes.
Now in the future, you cannot fast at all. So you have to feed one miskin for each day. How to feed one miskin? You can invite him to your house and give him food to eat. Or you can send him the food, cooked food to eat. Or you can bring him the rice, the meat, everything, and give as a bag. He will cook when he want and eat. But it is food at the end. Or if you are sure he is good man and you say this kafara, you have to make food and eat, and you are sure he will do, you can give money. But if you are not sure, in that case you have to make sure. Whatever the way, you have to make sure.
What is kafara?
Kafara means, let's say it's compensation. You did a mistake, you have to make kafara. When someone say oath, he say, Wallahi, I will not do that sin. Then he say, no, I changed my mind. I want to do that. So I have to do kafara. What's kafara in that case? Feed 10 miskin or fast 3 days if you cannot feed. This is the definition of kafara. Let's say it's a compensation for something mistake you did.
So if I understood correctly, like it's for the kafara, it's not enough to have niyyah. He has to make sure that he okay.
Some people you give, they bring cigarettes. With that, some people you give, they go for places to enjoy. For each person, for example, I know some families, they are 4 persons, father, mother, and 2 kids, not small kids, 14, 15, like that. So when I give a meal, like let's say 1 kilogram of rice, half kilogram of meat, some tomato, something, I give to them, and they eat 1 meat. Now in that case, I feed 4 masakin. Because they are family of 4, I feed 4 masakin in one time.
So does this count like 4 days?
4.
4 days.
Yes. So each person is 1 miskin. Some people say, okay, at the end of Ramadan, I bring 30 persons to my house, but masakin, not each. And I feed them 1 time. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. Okay. You can feed 1 miskin 30 times, or you can feed 30 masakin 1 time.
Which is better?
Whatever. It depends on the situation. You know that guy, he needs his need, you give him. Depends. Allah Azza wa Jal make it flexible. Do whatever you want. Okay? And the food is from the normal you are eating. You don't make very fancy or very bad. Whatever you are eating, you consider it good for you, give to them.
What if, let's say in Finland, you don't know someone? Let's say I'm old, but I don't know miskin.
Yes, you ask. If you don't know, because we have here a lot of students, a lot of people who come and the situation is not good, you can give. You don't know anyone, send to another place.
What if you donate?
Yeah, make sure, like for example, charities. They have categories. They say sadaqah jariyah, or free sadaqah, or zakah, or kafara. You have to make sure this is kafara for fasting. It has to be, you make sure. It is not enough to give and anything, it is for Allah all. No? You have to make sure. Okay? Okay. The other category is temporary disability. Like someone he make a surgery in Ramadan. So he has half of Ramadan he didn't fast at all. Or a woman period come to her in Ramadan. Or someone is traveling. You know, traveling in Ramadan, you have the permission not to fast. Traveling, any traveling, even if it is luxury traveling, you have the permission to break your fast. So this is temporary, because after the surgery, after the period, after the traveling, you can fast. This is different. In that case, you have to fast. In that case, there is no kafara. You have to fast. The woman who break her fast in Ramadan 6 days, 7 days, 10 days, after Ramadan she has to fast. The one who make a surgery after Ramadan he has to fast because he is able to do. Okay? Okay. Allah Azza wa Jalla said in Quran, فَمَنْ كَانَ مِنْكُمْ مَرِيضًا أَوْ عَلَى سَفَرٍ فَعِدَّةٌ مِنْ أَيَّامٍ أُخَرٍ. Those who are sick or traveling, they should repeat these days in another days. Okay?
What if you fast while traveling?
I will come to that now. Okay. Now we need to know, we said someone is sick in Ramadan, he couldn't fast. What is the definition of sickness now? Because now all people have flu. So having a flu enough to not to fast? Or break fast? So it is not like, because someone maybe he has a throat come here, some blood come, oh I have a problem here, I will not fast. Okay? So the sickness that permit you not to fast in Ramadan is the sickness if you fast, you are doing bad to yourself. If I have flu and I fast, it will not do anything. If I have extreme flu, my temperature is 40 and I cannot stand from the bed and I need to drink medicine and drink water and in that case I have to break my fast. Okay? So if the sickness will lead to harm in your body, in that case you have to break your fast. If it is normal sickness, it is okay. If something happen in dunya, you will go. In that case, you shouldn't break your fast. Okay?
What if you break it?
You have to repeat it Or everyone break his fast, he has to repeat it. But repeat it with the sin or without sin. You can break your fast and repeat it after Ramadan. And you are not sinful, and sometimes you compensate that day and you are sinful. Sinful why? Because you break your fast without any reason. So the sin, you take sin or not. This is what you are saying.
If you have reason, no sin.
Yes. Now we have like some types. For example, if the fasting or the body has no problem with the fasting, like someone have flu, running nose, some coughing, things that easy. In that case, he has to fast. He cannot break his fast. Okay? Type. If someone fasting is difficult for him, but it is not harmful. It is difficult, but it is not harmful. It depends on the person. Like he know himself, if I stay fasting, let's say it is in the 15 hours days or 18 hours, the long days, and I keep fasting, I feel difficult. At the end of the day, maybe it is like extreme difficult for me with this sickness, I cannot. In that case, he can break his fast. Okay? He is in balance. He can or can't. It depends on the person. If it is difficult for him, okay, with the sickness, because sometimes it is difficult for all of us. Imagine fasting 18 hours or 20 hours. It's difficult for everyone. So you don't say I will break. No, I'm talking about someone who is sick. Then it is difficult also. Okay. Type. If the fasting is difficult and harmful, someone, for example, has diabetes, and each 6 hours, let's say, I'm not sure it is correct or not, but he has to drink huge amount of water or drink some sort of medicine. And if he didn't do so, heart problems or kidney problems, a lot of water should be drunk. If he didn't do that, day by day, maybe stroke happened to him, maybe problem happened to him. In that case, it's haram for him to fast. Haram. So what he should do? He should to break his fast. And if it is in winter, easy for fast, compensate that days. He cannot fast all the days. He feed one miskin, as we said in the previous category.
Can you compensate the days whenever?
Whenever what?
For example, now.
Yeah, I will say compensation. I will say about it. When I finish, I will say about it. Okay? But now, is it clear now? Someone, sickness is not a problem for him. He has to fast. Someone, sickness is difficult for him. He is in between. Someone, sickness is harmful for him, he has to break his fast. He cannot fast. Clear? Okay. This about the sickness. Any question here? Any question about sickness? No. Go about traveling. We said in Salah before the definition of traveling. Traveling, like when people call you are traveling, is traveling. Some people make it, or some scholars say it, about 85 kilograms, 85 kilometers of distance. But as long as people say you are traveling, you are traveling. And it is outside your city. Like going to Birkala from here, it is not traveling. But going to Helsinki is a traveling. Going to Vasco is a traveling. So this is a traveling that allows you to fast. But should you break your fast or not? It depends. If the traveling is very difficult for you, traveling on camel in the desert, you have to break your fast. Traveling in a car and air conditioned and you have no problem, you have the option. If you want to break your fast, if you want not to break your fast, up to you. It's up to you. Okay. So which is better for the traveler, fasting or breaking his fast, not to fast? Some scholars say he has to break his fast. Why? Because Allah Azza wa Jalla gives the permission, and Allah Azza wa Jalla like people to take his permission. And Prophet ﷺ said, لَيْسَ مِنَ الْبِرِّ الصَّوْمُ فِي السَّفَرِ. It is not good to fast while you are traveling. But Prophet ﷺ and his companions fasted while they are traveling. So what does this mean? It means both are okay. It means both are okay.
So if someone break the fast, so do we need to complete our
Yes. Anyone break his fast in Ramadan, he has to do it again. He has to do it again. But we say now, can he do that or not? Because fasting one day, breaking your fast or not fasting one day in Ramadan without excuse has no kafara. It's a major sin. Okay? So we are discussing this now. But anyone for sickness, for a period, for traveling, for whatever, he break his fast in Ramadan, he has to compensate that day. He has.
Can do feeding.
No, he cannot do feeding. As long as he can fast. Okay? Okay. And the opinion which is in between, whatever good for you, do it. I'm traveling, for example, let's say, this short day, imagine Ramadan now is now. And it is 8 hours. I take a flight for 4 hours. I have no problem with that. Don't break your fast. You are traveling with the car and the air conditioning is not working and it is 10 hours and it's difficult for you, break your fast and redo that day after you come back, after Ramadan. Okay? Yes, that's what we said. If it is difficult to travel, you have to break your fast. If it is easy travel, you have the option, break or not, it's up to you. Okay? Okay, inshallah, I'll stop here and continue next time about pregnant women and breastfeeding. Breastfeeding. What they are, what should we do? Should we break fast or not? Should fast or not? And we'll talk about the compensation, when to do it, exactly after Ramadan, or you have the option, or when. This we'll discuss inshallah next time. Subhanakallahumma bihamdik. Shada la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.